Hi, my name is Pacharawit My student ID is 64105500936. Today, I'm gonna present about digital circuit and logic design, section 451. Let me share my screen. So, at first, I'm gonna show you about my truth table used for 7-segment display. All of these are outputs to control our 7-segment display. And this our input. We have 4 inputs. And in this project, we have to show about my student ID that has 10 digits. So the input we use only 10. And the other, these end up being an extra input combination. We have 11 to 15 to keep this output because we use 4 input bits and we need only 0 to 10 for our 7-segment display. So these input, we're gonna use V for their output. That means don't care. Okay, let's figure out what this output should be. So on first line, we want to display nothing on it. So the truth table should be off or outage. Then we put 0 for our output on A to T. The next line is our last digit on my ID. So we want it to be number 6. So we need to let A and B to off on 7 segments. So we put 0 on it. And then other, we want it to on. So we put 1 on it. Let me show you one more number. So the next number is 3. To make it 3, we want E and F to off or to be 0, and then we put 1 on the others, A, B, C, and D. Then after we finish our truth table, we gonna use K-map. We use K-map because we want to use as little resources as possible. And this is my K-map. To view K-map, we need to put our output on each part of table. We have 7 parts, part A, B, C, D, E, F, and T. We have seen the input of the truth table, and we put the number of the output on the input section to this table on Kmap. So we're gonna have 0 on this A, 0 next, and next it is gray code. So we're not gonna use this number, so we're gonna use this number because it's 1 1, not 1 0. So line 1, line 2, line 4, and then we go back to line 3. Same as the next line. We use this number line 5, 6, and then we skip this, use this first, and then we go back to this. Then after we finish K-maps, we need to choose what we're gonna focus on. If you want to focus on 0, we use equal key. But in this case, I use POS or product of sum and focus on 1. So we can focus only to the power of it, like 1, 2, 4, 8, and 16 in maximum. Like this example, we got 8, we can focus 8 and 4 on it. So we have to choose on their group. We will see the, the number that has the same number of it. Then we put it in our equation. This is my equation for each part of the 7 segment by K-map. Like example, part 1, we have this part and the same number of it is 1 from this. So it is B2, 0, 1, and 1, 1. These one are the same. So we write B2 on it. Then we use OR gate. Next is B1 and B3 palm on this group. So it's gonna look like this on the logic design on logic sim. We have B2 on this line. This is our gate, and this is AND gate. On AND gate we have B1, this B1 and B3 palm. So after we finish, we do as same as this part for the other 6 parts. After that, we're gonna cut this formation. This is 7 segment display, and it will show the student ID number from this input. We have 4 input. Then we give the NOT gate to make it separate to 2 on each of their input. Like in the example, this is B3, and on this line, when it's past NOT gate, this is gonna be B3 palm, as same as other B2 palm, like this. After we finish all of it, gonna cut this example. Next, I'm gonna show you my display that I have done it on this mode 1 of this project. So this is this is first line. We want all of it to be 0 and not shown on 7 segment. So we done this and it's shown nothing. Next output we have one data output, so it's 0001 and it's shown 6. We wanna show it. This is the last number on my student ID. Next 3 0010 and it's 3. Then I'm gonna show you all of my mode 1 parts. Gonna show you from the first number, that is number 6 on my student ID. So this 1010. Then I'm gonna add this backward to my last number. So on the first number 1010 is 6. Next is 4. Next is 1. Next is 0. Next is 5. Another 5 on this side. Next is 0. Next is 9. 3. 6. So when we finish mode 1, we're gonna move to mode number 2. This is my mode number 2. So we're gonna see this is our IC that this program doesn't have, but I'm downloaded from internet. From this multiplier, in this has 4 marks. Each mark has 2 inputs, and as I'm shown, this is B2 as example, B0 as example, and this is B0 palm. And when it's shown on each mark, this is 2 inputs. So this is 0 and this is 1. In this IC has 4 marks, and we choose B3 as the selector, because if it was 0, we don't want to change bit, but if it was 1, so we used to change bit, and that's why we choose this to be selector. I will give the example of it. Suppose when we connect it with like B0 and B3 was 0, so we have to connect it without the inverter, so the output will show you without the inverter. Like this is B0, B1, B2 and B3. Then when it go out and go into another IC 74283, this is adder. So on the first 4 lines, we got A1, A2, A3 and A4. We use A4 as an MSB because it's from B3, and we use B4 as an MSB because it's from B3. And if we adding 1 on this B, we have V1, uh, sorry, we have V1, V2, V3, and V4. So if we adding 1, it's gonna be 0, 0, 0, and 1. But if we adding 0 on this IC, it's gonna be 0, 0, 0, and then this gonna be 0 also. So this V4 and this A4 is gonna be used as MSB. And when we add it, B1 to B3 has to be 0. So we put it and connect it to ground. And next, if we was 1 and we have to add 1. If it was 0, we don't have to add it. Next on this output, the output of this gonna be the number that's showing on 7 segments. So it goes to this IC 7448. So we don't have to use KMap to run a solution and connect with a 7 segment from this output because we have this IC. This IC was completing number already for 7 segments. So we put power on it and connect it. Then we will finish mode 2. On this mode, we're gonna convert binary to the 10 complement. So we use these 3 ICs to make it show you. I'm gonna show you on my all mode or my main. So on our last mode, we have M1 and M0 to choose what mode we're gonna use. This is my mode 1, this is my mode 2. To make it like a box like this, we have to go to our program. Then we can cover all of it. So we need to add a circuit like and name it like mode 2 or something. Then when we finish, we're gonna copy and paste it on our main. So we're gonna start like this. Then we connect to each output, B1, B2, B3, and B0, and same as mode 1. Then we connect it to our mux. This mux was 2 bits, 2 select bits, and 1 data bit. Then we're gonna connect the first input of our mux to ground, second to mode 1, and then third to mode 2. This is gonna be splitter used with M1 and M0, that is mode selector of our project. So if we choose 0, 1, it's gonna show us in mode 1, but if we choose 1, 0, it's gonna show mode 2. But if it is 0 and 0, then it's gonna show nothing. Like example, If it was 0, 0, it's gonna show nothing. Whatever, we're gonna put it on our input. But if we select it to mode 1, then it's gonna show my student ID like this. If we shoot mode 2, it's gonna show the binary number. This is 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is gonna be -8 because we have to pass 1 on it, so it's gonna be -8, not an 8. Then we're gonna have -7, -6, -5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we have 0. So this is my all display that I'm gonna show you in this project. Next, I'm gonna tell you about my problem on this project. So my first problem was I'm having a hard time about using a program because it was my first time using it. So I tried using it for a while and be good with it. The second problem was in mode 1. After finishing my K-match and truth table, then put the equation into a program. And after I finish it, I have tested it by connect with the 7 segment, and it was wrong. Like I test it like this, and it's wrong because I have to check the data of my gate, of my input and output, and after that I've corrected. So I finished it. The last problem was the program doesn't have the IC that I want to use, so I have to research to find IC for this program on the internet for my own, like these 3 IC on mode 2. Like we're gonna download this, and it has some problems on the first time, but I can correct it at last, and it's done. So that's all my presentation. Thanks for watching. ถึง25 นาทีไหมโหล